Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bull Eagle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kelly and Andy McPhee.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, because bro, when I went to Disneyland, I was one of those people where I'm like, I'm not gonna pay this much money just to get something. The only time I'm gonna pay this much money for something is for a gaming console. I'm not gonna pay this much money for a cheap lightsaber. Guess what happened? I bought the lightsaber, and it wasn't one of those plastic ones either. It was one of those lightsabers that you find that are actually made of real metal. Like, hold
Mhm.
up. Okay. So I have the lightsaber right here, right
Mm.
here.
Oh,
And
wow.
And this is actually made of real metal. It actually has some weight to it. It's not like one of those plastic ones you find at Walmart.
Hmm.
And I even have the blade that glows. And I'm not gonna lie, this lightsaber, guess how much it cost me?
How much?
I believe it was $180.
Whoa, whoa. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and hold up, I'm bringing it back. That's just the lightsaber alone. I also bought a costume.
Whoa.
I bought like you've seen the Force Awakens, right? You remember Kylo Ren?
Oh, yeah, of course. Who doesn't know about Kylo Ren?
I bought his outfit. I bought the jacket and the belt. Here's the thing, they were being sold separately. The
Oh,
jacket alone, I think it was a $200 or something. I could be misremembering, but it was $200. And that's the jacket. The belt cost $80.
whoa. Disneyland is becoming more pricey than I remember.
Yeah, exactly. And then we also have the cape, the leather cape. It's made out of full leather, but again, I'm like, it cost $99 for the cape. Again, I could be wrong, could be misremembering. But the jacket was 200, somewhere around $200. The belt was $80, and the cape was $99. I
Whoa.
just bought the jacket and belt. I just bought the jacket and belt and the lightsaber.
A lot of
That
money
was it.
to spend. A lot of money, yes.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And the thing about this is that I'm not gonna lie, I guess so, this was before I had a job, okay? Before I had a job, I didn't really get into many hobbies. Like, I just had video games and drawing. That was it. But then after I got a job, I decided, okay, since I have my own money, I can buy stuff. I got comics. I got manga.
Hmm.
I also bought figures, bro. I bought a, I bought like a weird. Hold up, I'm gonna show you another thing. See?
Hmm.
So can you see him?
Yep, yep.
This guy right here, $130.
For that? Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, because it's not like made out of plastic. I think it's actually made out of a real material other than plastic. I think this is the only plastic part right here, but yeah, and it's because one of the first comics I got when the comic store first opened up was a comics series called Death Dealer. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the comic itself, it's one of those it's one of those comics for 13-year-old kids, like 13-year-old boys who want to think, "Oh, I'm cool, I'm dark, I'm brooding." It's one of those dark, edgy comics, but at the same time, I still enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
still enjoyed it.
for sure. What was education for you like when it came to being on the spectrum? Were you supported or was it complicated since you didn't really become extroverted till you got to know me and others?
I want to say it was like a mix of both, because when I was in school, I was in the teachers knew about my spectrum and they said, "Hey, if you ever feel overstimulated, just let us know. You can take a break. You can leave the classroom for like a few minutes or something like that." But at the same time, I was one of those kids that I did not want to be treated as special because it was at the time where people were still iffy. It was in high school, so not everyone was like that, but it was still one of those times where it was like, oh, I'm sorry if this offends you. It was one of those things where it was like, hey, are you retarded? That type of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I did not want to be seen as that. So I
Yeah.
guess even though I did have the opportunity to use that to, to help me out, I refused it.
Hmm.
And I guess this won't really count as education. It was also just my environment because sometimes I didn't really feel like I fit in, and I would try and mimic. This was mostly on my part. This is my fault, by the way. Like
Yeah.
if someone was loud and rambunctious, is that the word? Rambunctious?
Mhm.
I would mimic it.
Yeah, yeah, to try to fit in and avoid the stigmatization that can come with autism, right?
Yeah, but I think by my junior year, I just didn't really care as much. I think one time, this is actually a very funny interaction I had. I think it was like weightlifting.
Mm-hmm.
We, despite being a weightlifting class, we still had to do cardio on some days. And one time we were jogging around the track, right? I was jogging beside this other guy, and I told him, "Hey, so it turns out I'm autistic. I've known for a while now I'm on the spectrum." He
Mm-hmm.
looks at me and he's like, "You don't look or act autistic." I respond, "I didn't realize autism had a look to it." At the end of the day, he wasn't a, because at the end of the day, he didn't know. He genuinely did not know.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.